First of all, thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit about my story. I'm not usually one to like to talk about myself, but Scott, as we were talking about origin and the beginning, it got me thinking. I mean, yes, I can talk a lot about where my family came from. Yes, we came from Europe, and I remember as a child doing family trees and doing interviews and finding out that my ancestors are from Hungary and Poland and Russia and France. But to be honest, the where that might be the beginnings and the origin, it really I don't want to say it means less, but I have less of an impression of that than the who. In my mind, when I think of kind of who I am and what the beginnings are, I immediately thought of both of my two grandmothers. So I'd love to share a little bit about them because they were amazing, inspirational people. And I like to think that I'm who I am, and I try to emulate some of the characteristics that I know that I've gleaned and that I remember from my point of view of who they were. So thank you for indulging me and letting me kind of talk about two people whom I love dearly and are no longer with us, but certainly made a huge impression on my life. I'll start with my father's mother, my Nani Eunice. Nani Eunice was a Southern belle. Her family was from the Deep South. Grew up in kind of Macon, Georgia, and a number of the towns really in Georgia. A lot of family was in Opelika, Alabama. If you hear me, yeah, there's no trace of Southern accent there, but she was always a beautiful Southern belle, the youngest of 5 children. I remember her telling me that her mother would always say to her, Eunice, there's no Jewish boys in Georgia. We have to go on a vacation. And where did they go? They went to Miami Beach. So where did they go? They went on vacation, and that is where she met my Papa Sam. And so she convinced my Papa Sam to move back to the South. He was actually from Park Forest and Chicago Heights area, more of the South side of Chicago. But she always had this very independent and determination about her. So they made their life in the South until one day they woke up and had a cross burning on their lawn. So Nani Eunice basically said, we're done. Sam, we're out. Packed up and moved to Chicago, where my Papa Sam's family was from. And my father is an only child, so the three of them came here, and this is why they grew up here. But she was always kind of the voice and the leader and the one that relied on. So I love that determination. And to be honest, over the years, she made her life here. Like I said, she was this beautiful woman. She sold clothes in a store called Litton's. It's not around anymore, but she was very successful at it. And when my Papa Sam passed away in the late 70s, she kind of had another pivotal point in her life. Where should she be? What should she do? Like I said, she was an independent woman, had a mind that always spoke her mind. So she packed up and moved back to the South. She went to Florida this time and made a life for herself there. And, I remember so much of the times visiting her, just being so impressed that she did not care about being out on her own, but her determination, her perseverance, and just really seizing life for what she really wanted it to be. She did all those things. So I love that about her. And she lived until she was 99 years old. And to be honest, even at 99, she would tell you what she thought of you, and she could size someone up in the blink of an eye. It was quite a skill that she had. So she was an amazing woman.